I'm very excited to share with you all what God has been dealing with me personally with, and that is the topic of keeping your word. This idea of not only not telling a straight out lie, of course, but also don't just say words that you kind of know when you say it, that, oh, I'm not really going to follow up on that. That's kind of what I'm talking about specifically. This is a place where I have failed the Lord and where I have failed others because I haven't kept my word. I haven't always kept my word on simple things. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because it's something that I have personally battled myself. So, without further ado, I'll run that intro and we'll get started. The old Aesop tale of the boy that cries wolf goes like this. There was this shepherd boy who kept his flock, and he would cry wolf, and the village people would come and to try to help him defend his sheep from the wolf. He would cry wolf, they would come, but there would be no wolf. He would cry, they'd go back home, he'd cry again another day, and they'd come, but there'd be no wolf. But one day there actually was a wolf, and the boy cried wolf like he always did. But the village people got so used to him crying wolf all the time that they didn't believe him whenever there actually was a need and whenever there actually was a wolf. So the wolf came and devoured his sheep. The moral of the story is that no one tends to believe those who lie continually or often. In other words, the value of a person's word depreciates the more they lie, or the more they don't follow up with it. You've probably heard it said that you're only as good as your word, and I think that's so true. You could have all the money in the world, but you can't buy back the value of your word when it's gone. I believe the Bible also teaches us, and I believe that Jesus wants us as a Christian to not only not tell a lie and not keep your word in that way, but he wants us to follow up on little things. Keep our word in every aspect of life, I believe. Sometimes we say things or make promises that are easy to be taken lightly. Sometimes, it could be you promise your boss, I'll call you back. It's easy for you to just not follow up on that, not call them back. It's easy for you to do that. But the more you do that, that can deteriorate or depreciate the value of your word. So I think it's very important to follow up and keep your word. Some things are easier said than done, and I understand that. But Ecclesiastes chapter 5 in verse 5 tells us this. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Trust is something that's very hard to earn back when it's gone. I know both sides of that coin, unfortunately. I've been lied to, and it's been very hard for me to trust the person that lied to me again. On the other side of the coin, I have lied, and I have not kept my word, and it's very hard for me to earn that trust back with the person that I've not kept my word with. And it can be very hard. I'm not saying that it's impossible. It is possible to earn back trust, but it's harder. It's better that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay, as Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 5 says. So I hope I've helped you all today, and I hope that I've said something that's been maybe inspirational or helpful, because this is something that I have personally dealt with and that I want to do better with. I'm not perfect at this, and I really want to try and do my best to keep my word.